You know what's so beautiful about Jesus? He says right here in the Gospel of John chapter 12 verse 32, "And I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself." Do you guys hear that? So Jesus came to establish his kingdom on the earth. He came to be king. Just like people go around, if they want to be president, they'd have a whole campaign. They go from state to state and have a whole campaign, you know? But Jesus, he wanted to draw people to himself. And how did he do that? He didn't have a whole campaign. No, he died on a cross. Oh my goodness, guys. That's what Jesus means when he said, "When I am lifted up from the earth." Jesus died on a cross, and that is how he drew so many people to himself. And so, my friends, if we want to exalt Jesus, if we want to draw the nations to Jesus, he must be lifted up. He must be lifted up in our ministries. He must be lifted up in our worship. He must be lifted up in everything that we say and we do. That's why the apostles, they're like, do all things in the name of Jesus. He must be lifted up. When Jesus is lifted up, exalted in our hearts, in our minds, in our lives, then people will be drawn to Jesus. That's just how it is. Because Jesus is true to his word. When I am lifted up from the earth, I will draw all nations to myself. And Jesus also says, I'm the one who will build my church. And so if you're watching this, you're trying to build a church, you're trying to get your church filled, it is time. It is time to lift Jesus up. Because Jesus is the one who builds his church. Not us. It is Jesus who does it.